Wait, no.
Hello and welcome to the 5th episode of the Motor Review Podcast.
Yeah.
I am Julio and I'm with my companions here, Gias and Siraj.
I've already made myself known.
And on the 5th episode today, we'll be talking about Mitsubishi. So, the Mitsubishi Group is a multinational company and are involved in everything from real estate to food and beverages to telecommunications and, would you believe it or not, guys, automobiles.
No way. No way,
They
bro.
have food.
They got food.
So
What?
They got
Imagine be like, let's go to Mitsubishi's, get a hamburger joint, dog.
She's a good hamburger.
Bro, let's get the Evo burger.
The Evo burger. It's like, the bread is just like,
The head gasket.
They use a cookie cutter of like a head gasket.
All right, and then I don't know if you guys knew this, but in Mitsubishi Motors in 2011 was actually the 6th biggest Japanese automaker.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and the 16th biggest automaker worldwide by production. Once again, in 2011.
11.
Yeah,
okay.
2011, though. 2011.
Subaru was still higher. I mean,
That's true.
damn.
All right,
It still
Mitsubishi.
exists.
Mitsubishi was founded in 1870 as a shipping firm. However, they did not start making vehicles until 1917 when Mitsubishi Shipping Co. Ltd. produced the Mitsubishi Model A. This was Japan's first series production automobile and was a hand-built 7-seater sedan. And it was based on the Fiat Tipo 3. However,
7-seater?
How do they fit 7 seats in a sedan?
hey man.
That thing is probably tight
What
as
the
hell. That is no.
Imagine-
That's a sedan.
Imagine pulling up, she'd be like, yeah, I got a 7-seater. So
Hop in, bitches.
We're going
Nah.
shopping.
you're expecting like a minivan, right? No, motherfucker rolled down in
In
a
a
sedan.
sedan. Yeah, I got 7 seats. About to hit the block in the
Seven
seats. Give me a solid 5. I'll hit the block.
I imagine those are pretty long doors.
They
Like,
are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly,
Is
the
there,
7 seaters though. That's wild.
is there an image aid?
So it's a wagon. It's a wagon.
Look up the Model A.
It's a
1917.
wagon.
It's basically it.
Okay.
I would say. Yeah. But imagine them just a fucking 7-seater sedan model.
Can't type there.
Also, I don't know if I said it, but it was based on the Fiat Tipo 3.
That's a
I don't know what that is. Damn.
that's a sedan. That ain't a sedan, bro. That looks like a truck. That's not a sedan. That's like a truck.
That's a truck, dog.
That's a whole ass truck. Ain't no way it's a sedan.
Hey man, that's what this
I
bitch
mean,
says.
hey, if it's a sedan, it's a sedan. We can't. Really
Maybe
say.
that was the sedan for the 1970s.
That's true. You have a fair point.
All right, and like I said, based on the Fiat Tipo 3, however, it was considered too expensive compared to its European and North American counterparts, of which were mass-produced. Therefore, it was discontinued in 1921, and they only built 22 of these models.
Dang.
Exactly, yes.
Probably why this one's in an exhibit.
Mitsubishi definitely has its like track record of making a car. It's not doesn't do so well, and they cancel it within like 3 or 4 years.
Okay, so they're
But
just
Within like a couple years, then they're like, all right, let's move on to the next car. Maybe this
The
won't be good.
Eclipse Cross.
that thing was that thing. Okay, continue.
All right. In 1934, Mitsubishi Shipping Building and Mitsubishi Aircraft Co. merged to create Mitsubishi
Ooh.
Heavy Industries.
Ooh.
While it concentrated mainly on manufacturing aircraft, ships, and machinery, they developed the PX-33. This was a prototype sedan for military use. The PX-33 was the first Japanese-built passenger car with a full-time four-wheel drive.
Okay.
Because this was at the point where, every automobile industry just decided to make stuff for the military because they had to.
So,
As well as
World War II was a thing.
yeah, World War II was definitely a thing, sadly.
Yeah.
Especially as well. Mitsubishi was
the Zeros!
Zeros.
Mitsubishi was also huge to the point where the government was asking favors from Mitsubishi as well. That's how big they were at the
Dang.
time. Because at one point the government wanted routes, right? Safe routes, and they were asking Mitsubishi help out for the war, and that's how they joined in.
Okay.
Because Mitsubishi realized they're gonna get paid for helping the government.
Oh, we get paid.
We
to do
get
this?
paid to do
And we're
this.
getting paid for this? Damn, we're
Fighting
fighting
for my
payday.
fighting for my home.
Might as well.
And then during the Second World War, Mitsubishi manufactured military aircraft, and the Mitsubishi A6M was a primary Japanese naval fighter. And Mitsubishi did make use of forced labor during this time. Workers include Allied prisoners of war as well as Chinese citizens.
So wait,
Sounds way.
they did slavery?
They did slavery, yes.
Sick.
During the post-war period, lawsuits were
Actually, no, that's not sick. Never mind.
I
take that back.
During the post-war period, lawsuits were presented against Mitsubishi, and in 2015, Mitsubishi formally apologized for their use of forced labor.
In 2015,
Yup.
I feel like a lot of people just forgot about it, and they're like, "Sorry, we had slaves."
Man, Mitsubishi's a bitch, dog.
We were on the verge of the cancel culture, and everyone was like, "Hey, remember when Mitsubishi did that?"
My bad. We used slaves.
My bad. Following the end of the war, Mitsubishi went back to making vehicles, finally, and a 3-wheel cargo vehicle called the Mitsushima and a scooter, the Silver Pigeon, were developed. And
I feel like those were the scooter at least was in line with Subaru. How they made a scooter.
pretty much.
Yeah.
However, family-controlled conglomerates, thank you, such as Mitsubishi, were ordered to be broken up by the Allied powers in 1950. And Mitsubishi Heavy Industries were split into 3 regional companies: East, West, and Central Japan Heavy Industries. Each of these developed automobiles. East Japan Heavy Industries started importing an inexpensive American sedan in knockdown kit and sold this for the duration of the production run. Central Japan Heavy Industries had a similar contract with the Willys for knockdown kit assembled Jeep CJ3BSs. The licensed Mitsubishi Jeeps continued to stay in production until 1998, 30 years after the model itself had been replaced by Willys.
They look pretty nice.
They do look pretty nice.
Wait, so Mitsubishi made Jeeps?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
What?
They served in the Korean War.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. That's odd.
Because at this time, Mitsubishi was still huge and still helping out the government.
So
Where did
they're
it all
like-
go wrong?
They're like the teacher's pet.
Basically, yes. I mean, man, if my company was bigger, like
I mean,
you know, to
if
get
I got
favors
paid
from the
for it.
government, yeah.
I got paid to snitch, man.
I get paid to snitch, man.
But yeah, and then so later on, Mitsubishi and Chrysler, to increase exports, Mitsubishi formed alliances with companies abroad. In 1971, Mitsubishi sold a 15% share in the new company to Chrysler.
This is all went downhill.
Yep.
This deal led to Chrysler selling the Galant in the United States, and this was sold as the Dodge Colt.
You all right, fool?
Yep. It was sold as the Chrysler Sigma in Australia. Sorry. Anyways, a network of Colt distribution deals had been established across Europe by 1977, and Mitsubishi sought to begin selling vehicles directly. However, cracks were starting to show in the Chrysler and Mitsubishi relationship. Chrysler was seeing their overseas market being encroached by Mitsubishi, and Mitsubishi felt that Chrysler was demanding too much of a say in their corporate decisions.
Americans.
You see,
Americans.
us Yanks wanted more than we could possibly get. So basically, yeah. that's
No,
probably-
we definitely could have gotten more out of them. Mitsubishi just realized that we were just overworking
We
them.
were just overworking them.
God damn it. And by 1980, Chrysler were fighting bankruptcy and had to sell its Australian division to Mitsubishi. They then renamed it to Mitsubishi Motors Australia Ltd. The Mitsubishi brand was introduced to the American market with a Tredia sedan and the Cordia and Starion coupes.
Starion just
Sorry.
it's nice.
However, their quota was restricted by an agreement between the Japanese and U.S. governments. However, by the end of the 1980s, Mitsubishi were keen to increase their presence in the U.S. and aired its first television advertising campaign. By this point in the 1980s, I feel like Mitsubishi kind of fell off with the government at this point.
Yeah.
That's
Because they transitioned from being with the government to being with Chrysler,
yeah.
and that just went downhill.
It just went downhill from there. So yeah, this is that point where it basically is the government just like, all right, we don't. I see
don't
what
wanna play
you're
with
doing.
you anymore.
I don't want to play with you no more, bro. Damn.
Damn.
All right, so we're gonna backtrack just a little bit. We're gonna go back to the 1960s around there. And this segment of the podcast, it's on the first one. Hold on, I'll share it to you while I'm talking about it. Basically, I want to get into the fact that Mitsubishi, or Mitsubishi, as someone may put it, I have shared it with you, the first one. Basically, I want to get into the fact that Mitsubishi had dominated in rallies. Can you all agree?
Yeah.
Mitsubishi had dominated in rallies.
They don't. I'm trying.
There you go. It's in 1962.
I'm trying.
Try harder.
Try harder.
It's loading.
But yeah, the Mitsubishi just dominated in rallies. And in 1962, the Mitsubishi 500 made its debut in international motorsports at the Macau Grand Prix, where it took first, second, and third in its class.
Damn. Is this what, rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive?
I think it was all-wheel drive.
19.
Okay.
Oh, right.
And then in that same year, the Colt 600 was produced and the Mini Cop. And then,
Dominica.
are you okay?
Yeah.
Do you have something to say about the Colt 600?
It's hot.
Was the Colt the derivative of the Lancer?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's it.
All right.
It's like the baby boy.
It's like the baby boy.
No,
And then-
old man.
And in 1963, the Colt 1000 was created. And then in 1964, the Colt 1000 entered and won in the Japan Grand Prix, taking first, second, and third. And it's worth noting that it was described as a clean sweep.
Yeah.
This was just a clean sweep.
If you have all-wheel and turbocharged,
Yeah.
you're gonna win.
That was like before it got restricted.
Mm-hmm.
This was the rise of Mitsubishi in rallies, bro. I swear to God.
Mitsubishi.
No, I don't. Were they turboed or were they naturally?
And I think they had a turbocharged model.
Okay.
And then from 1964 to 1969, the Colt 800, the Colt 1500, the Colt 1100, Colt 1000F, the new Colt 1500, the Colt 1100,
Damn!
and the Colt Galant were made in the span of what, like 5 years?
Jesus, that's a lot of Colts.
At this point, it's when Mitsubishi found their traction with cars. They were pumping that shit out. And also with wording that the Colt 1000F wins in its class in the Southern Cross Rally, and it was placed fourth overall though.
Damn. Wait.
it won in its
never mind.
class, but
Yeah.
but it won
Fourth overall.
Yeah.
That's still pretty good.
It is pretty good, yeah. And then let me scroll down a bit. Then we jump to 1973 as the Lancer was introduced and is named after a soldier of the cavalry regiment armed with a lance in the knightly age in Europe. And then in 1974, the Lancer 1600 GSR is the overall winner of the WRC Safari Rally, which was its first WRC victory. And let me scroll down here. And then
Anyways,
introduced as the successor to the Gallant Coupe FTO from 1971, this Lancer Celeste was first offered with a 1.4 liter and 1.6 engines, and the 1600 MCL GL unit having cleared Japan's 1975 emissions regulations. In 1976, Lancer 1600 GSR takes first, second, and third again overall in the WRC Safari Rally.
Jeez.
And then the Lancer 1600 GSR again became their overall champion of the Southern Cross Rally.
Again.
And then 1977, again the same car takes first, second overall in the Bandama Rally MMC and suspends its international rally campaign.
I can see why Toyota really just wanted to kick their ass.
The new kid on the block was acting a little too tough.
At that point, it's just abuse at that point for other competitors.
The boy acting up.
I see what.
The boy acting up. Let me just scroll down here. Let me see what other wins they had. We jumped to 1981. The MMC resumes internationally rally with the Lancer EX2000 Turbo. And in 1982, the Lancer EX2000 Turbo takes third place overall in the 1000 Lakes Rally.
Is there 1,000 lakes in the race?
Hmm?
Is there 1,000 lakes in the race?
Maybe.
I don't think so.
Could
Making a dumb joke.
be true. Never know.
I mean, yeah, you got a point, but
Yeah. And then in 1984, the Pajaro came third overall in the Dakar Rally and won the unmodified commercial vehicles class. And in 1985 became in third, and then in 1986 became in third again, and then in 1987. Then in 1988 came in second, but then we went back to third in 1989.
What was the car? What were the cars that came in first and second?
wait, no, go ahead.
What are the cars that came before it?
The Pajaro?
Like first and second first.
I have no idea. Just says that Pajaro was dominating on Mitsubishi's website.
Pajaro was the SUV thing, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. The Pajaro was just dominating. That's the thing.
So there was a stock, like a stock rally race.
Mm-hmm, and it won, or it kept winning, like
So it's like
top third every time.
NASCAR, but for rally.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of sick.
At this point, the Pajaro just keeps winning, bro.
Kind of like an off-topic question, but from all of motorsports, what would you guys choose? Drag, NASCAR, rally.
Rally.
I choose rally.
Yeah.
Too.
You choose that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I get nauseous after going.
I wish I
3
grew up a
hours.
redneck.
Huh?
I wish I grew up a redneck.
I'm not gonna lie.
Not gonna lie, whip a
When
truck.
look, when I see either Dukes of Hazzard or
Dukes
Dukes of Hazzard, Talladega Nights, or
You got it.
You got it. Damn it!
I don't got
You're
it.
giving me more time in the pocket. Come on, you got it.
I don't got it.
You got
Hold on. Let me whip it up.
Google it.
Google
You
it.
take this moment for Jesus to Google this shit.
Technical difficulties. We'll be right back.
It's not technical. It's mental.
Give me a second, y'all. I'm trying to put a point real quick. If this thing will load, okay. No, bruh, I want the movie, not the damn song.
We'll be right back. All right, and we're back. So now going into some of my personal favorites, in my opinion, we got the 1990 Mitsubishi 3000 GT, reviving the cult GTO name for its home Japanese market only. Mitsubishi's 3000.
Julio.
Boy.
He busted.
Oh,
Pop headlights.
God damn it, man.
Yes, it does have pop-up headlights. Yes. And Mitsubishi 3000 GT was a high-performance, full-time four-wheel drive sporting coupe, co-developed with Chrysler at the time when they were still together, and also sold in the U.S. as the striking Dodge Stealth with its own unique but related coachwork.
I know they're the same car, essentially, but I still go for the Mitsubishi just because of the badging.
yeah, just because of the badging.
I don't know why, but when you say, "Hey, look at me, I got a Dodge
I got a Dodge
Stealth."
Stealth. You look like a white person. You look like a
No,
white
it's
person.
not like that, but I just
You
feel
sound
like
like a cracker.
I feel like I feel like if you get the 3000 GT with the VR4 badging, you sound a lot more cool.
Yeah.
Instead of saying I got Dodge Stealth. Like Dodge Stealth sounds like an
Like
an Akama box.
GT VR4
Mm-hmm.
in Milan. Where I live.
Where I live.
Please come back. I miss you.
Please come back, I see. And also sold in the US as the striking Dodge Stealth. Blah, blah, blah. For the UK and Europe, the 3000 GT was pitted against other significant Japanese performance coupes of the era, such as the Toyota Supra, the Nissan 300ZX, the Mazda RX-7, and underrated Subaru SVX. What do you guys think?
Are you asking me which one I would choose?
Which one would you choose out of these ones? Because these were its competitors at the time.
Bro, it's not a choice. It ain't even a choice.
It ain't even a choice.
I think otherwise. I'm sorry. Hold on. Yeah.
He's sorry.
Let me text him real quick. Ah! Damn it. I'm 96, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's either
Hold
We got the Toyota Supra, the Nissan, that one, Mazda RX-7, and the Subaru.
on. What year?
96. Fuck.
I mean, I'm going for the RX-7. I'm basic.
I'm going for the Z.
You going for this?
I'm going for the Z.
Really? Over this?
I'm just
Over that.
Hey, he's on my side. Yeah.
Over that?
Targa top. Twin turbo.
Over this?
I'm sorry. I'm going for the Z.
Over the B13?
I like the Z.
Taking over the B13?
I like the Z.
Come on.
I like the Z.
You know what? I'll respect it.
It has Targa tops, dog. Imagine. No,
It's
imagine.
an RX-7.
But imagine,
It's a
look,
rotary.
listen. Imagine pulling up right now. Okay, right. Imagine pulling up. You're blasting, 90s hip hop.
All right. Let's hear him out.
You have like that.
We got time.
Yeah, like twin turbo, right? While you're producing 300 horse, I think.
300. Okay.
Hold on, let me see. Horsepower. Uh-huh, 300 horse, 280, 280 to 300 horse. 3.0 liter V6 with the 5-speed manual. Actually, you know what? I changed my mind.
Listen.
I changed my mind.
He's changing his mind.
Uh-huh.
I changed my mind. I'm going for the Supra.
All right.
It is a Mark IV.
I'm going with the Supra.
It is a Mark IV.
I'm going with the Supra.
I'm gonna stick with the RX-7.
I'll go for the Supra. Oh, I like the RX-7. Don't get me wrong. RX-7 is nice.
This.
I know.
Do you see what that has? Do you see what those are? Do you see what those are?
Pop
And he's gone.
And he's gone. All right. But RX-7 though?
RX-7, yeah.
All right.
All the way.
All the way. All right. We move on to the Mitsubishi Eclipse. Eclipse, aka Evil Talon Plymouth Laser, debuted in 1989 as a replacement for the Starion Conquest, and it has since gone on to become the gateway to tuning culture for thousands of young gearheads. It was born out of agreement between the company and Chrysler, Diamond Star Motors, where American models badged as both Mitsus and Chryslers would be built at an all-new plant in Normal. Atop the lineup was the GSX Turbo. Oh, geez. Your contact just came up. Okay, anyways. A 195 horsepower all-wheel drive monster that loved to rev and could scramble from 0 to 60 in the low 7-second range. The Eclipse disappeared after 4 generations in 2012, but then its glory days were long behind it.
I like the first gen Eclipse with the pop-ups.
You know what?
Oh. Pop-ups?
No.
You say pop-ups?
No, the second one.
Okay. Second gen.
Dance party. Okay. Right. I want to be clear though. This is 6, right?
Evo 6. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. I'm a dummy. All right. Moving on. The Lancer Evolution 6, the Tommy Mackin edition. Who that man was is the 4-time WRC champion between 1996 and 1999. With the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution, needless to say, he was at least deserved to get his very own special edition of the Lancer. An interesting feat is that he's won all 4 championships with 4 different Lancers.
Damn.
The 3, the 6, the 5, and yeah.
I take the Evo 6 any day of the week.
6 or 8.
6. This looks
6.
beautiful.
6.
Yes, this looks beautiful. Lancer Evo 6 came with a unique red paint and decals, special Recaro black and red seats, 7-inch white Inca wheels, and a number of performance tweaks like the lowered stance or a quicker steering ratio. Apart from that, it was basically the same 276 horsepower gentleman's agreement 2.0L turbo 4 Lancer with the 275 torque at tap. It was also able to sprint to 60 in just 4.5 seconds. So, yeah. This is a beautiful car.
4.5 seconds, damn.
Yup. And lastly, we have the 2015 Mitsubishi Lancer Evo X.
Hey, look, it's the fat kid. No,
Hey, look, guys. It's the Armored Karuma.
it's the armor. Karuma.
No.
All right, so
Professional.
to the Evo critical and commercial success, every subsequent iteration of the rally-inspired all-wheel drive Mitsubishi Evo was imported into the UK, thereafter culminating in the Lancer Evolution X MR in 2015, of which only 40 were produced and 40 sold out in a matter of hours. These 40 were the most expensive and most powerful official Lancer Evos ever sold in the UK, and a fitting farewell to one of the world's most revered driving machines. because Mitsubishi fell off.
I'm gonna be honest. The Evo X looks really nice. It might be fat.
Blaine has one.
Blaine does have one.
Blaine does have one.
Blaine
Yes.
has
His looks really nice.
It's white, right?
It's white.
Yeah.
It looks
It's
almost
like-
like
it's
that.
like that.
It's just he has a racing spec.
Beautiful
He has a
car.
bigger wing, right?
Huh? He has a rear wing. He has cardinals. He has a splitter side on the you know
The bumper thing.
Yes. Like on the side, the skirt, the side.
The skirt.
Oh, the mud flaps.
He had mud flaps, side skirts, cardinals, everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, Mitsubishi fell off.
MTV.
Hey man, you have one. You have
My AC.
AC is Mitsubishi,
Bro.
Mitsubishi.
Hey, maybe they're doing well for themselves. Maybe after the drop off with the cars, they just went straight to ACs. You never know.
ACs and food apparently.
And food, yes. They own some food stuff.
I
Well,
don't know how. Mitsubishi air fryer.
Hey, y'all got that? You got the new Mitsubishi air fryer? Don't at me.
don't
Don't
have.
at me, bro. You ain't got this stuff in
You
you.
ain't got this.
Don't hit my line. You ain't about this money.
You ain't about this life.
You ain't by this lifestyle. Mitsubishi always popping off. But yeah, going from becoming a shipping company to then having the government asking for favors, to them working with the government for a while, and then they weren't as big with the government
And then
anymore.
they fell off.
Then that's what, honestly, the second they lost touch with the government for them asking favors for them, it was over.
The government was like, man, y'all asking too much. I don't want to hear your bullshit.
It was the government. It was the government asking.
Yeah,
Mitsubishi.
the government was asking how much.
Mitsubishi was like, man.
And then Chrysler was asking how much. I was like, man,
Man.
fuck this shit.
Mitsubishi was really just like, no.
Man, fuck them kids.
Nah, y'all got me fucked up.
Oh, got it.
Anyways, that was Mitsubishi. Thanks for listening.
Yay.